Welcome. Today we are going to give another update. Right now we are in the office and you've seen mostly my face when I show you around and part of the team. But I want to show you two super important and incredible people that I love and admire, and they are my partners in this project. And thanks to them, it's been possible as well. Dream has to have a solid foundation, and Sebastian and Canel, they both have a lot of experience building companies, several companies over the years, very successful companies. And when was the original idea of creating these villages all around Costa Rica and all around the world, I couldn't think of a better fit to make it possible. And I would like that they can introduce themselves and that you can get to know them a little bit more. And then we are going to go all around and show you all the things that are going on right now around the project.
Thank you, Marcelo, for this nice introduction. Hey, everybody. So I'm Canel. Sebastian and I, we're life and business partners. We do this part of life, investing ourselves in impact projects, sustainability, health, education, and what we love to do is supporting entrepreneurs that are both visionary but also a little crazy to make it happen. And Marcelo and I, we met around the orphanage project. It's called Casa Sanja. And it was the perfect environment to actually understand and see the authenticity of this man. So it's been very easy to decide ourselves into that partnership. And we thought, well, that's it, we're going to help him finance that beautiful project and we'll go back home. But it happened in a very different way. We came here, we fell in love with the area, the people, the vision, and more people came and became friends. So we spent quite some time here through the year. And this year we've just spent 5 months with our family. We have 3 little girls. I've been personally invested into making real world school happen in a sense that our children, and I'm talking in general, our children, is a responsibility, and specifically when we talk about education. Education that we want different, that we want to be based on to the beautiful values of Ecovilla, but bringing an innovative pedagogy based on projects, so to see children much more involved into their learning process and bringing a much better retention overall. Obviously, all of that into a very sustainability topic, and in that tropical lush, of the campus. So I've been very much involved into that. And lately, we felt that need here to go to a second phase of the organization. And the project itself, have been gathering a lot of people. I think already 70% of the lots are booked already, and so the whole process has been very seamless and beautiful. And now we feel, we need to just deliver in a proper way, in a very structured way. Understanding planning is very important. Teams are very important. So we've been with Sebastian bringing some as well, a very professional team who is starting those weeks, and I hope you can, when you visit and so on, meet them, because they're also amazing people. You want to tell a little bit more about that, Sebastian?
Sure. So, hi everyone. My name is Sebastian Lombardo. I'm Canel's business and life partner, and Marcelo's third partner. And as Canel presented, since we started the project and we met, we've been on an amazing journey, personally and then professionally. My background is in technology. I'm a serial entrepreneur, building different companies. And essentially, when we decided to invest ourselves and our capital in the project, it was also an adventure to collaborate, learn from each other with Marcelo, and understand what it was at stake in building a community, in building a development. And then we saw that there was a possibility from us to bring also a lot into the project. And on my part, I've been working with Marcelo, helping him grow as a CEO, understanding how you put in place an organization, how you create sound financial and planning, which is a guarantee for everyone that is participating and becoming a client and a member of the community. We think of families and people that are putting their savings, a life project into what we're doing. So we very much feel that responsibility. And the best way to illustrate how much we're committed to it is that we are embracing the project. We are ourselves investing ourselves and with our kids and the family in the project, building a house, being here where people can discuss with us and following the work and helping the teams that we are recruiting with Marcelo and helping work.
We even have my cousin coming in this month as the project manager for the construction because he has 20 years extensive experience in that.
You're spoiling the news.
Huh?
You're spoiling the news.
Sorry.
Yeah, we
It just
will.
feels good to have like people we can trust in that part, and specifically in that part of the project.
So as we said, the main message is that we are deeply committed. There are many stereotypes usually on successful entrepreneurs living in a penthouse in New York, and for example, and for us, there is no place like this, the one we are building. The same for the school for our kids. And instead of being part of that stereotype, we're here and we're enjoying the journey very much. We are very confident on the future of this. And for that, we welcome everyone. Next time you come and you get more news and you spread the word and you bring friends and family, that this is definitely, especially in the conditions and the direction the world is going, rebuilding a place where we live with people that we trust, that we share values, and that we connect with nature, is second to none of a choice for a very pleasant and spiritual and learning life. So very happy to get to know each and all of you, and we give you.
Neighbors.
Yeah, we're going to be soon neighbors as we start the construction. I guess Marcelo is going to show around how we're making progress on the property. So we say it, see you next time, and it was great having this presentation with you all.
Stay tuned.
So here we go. We are going to start the tour. And as you could see, the nursery that is right in there, it overflow of trees. There are no more space. We have around 20,000 trees that we are planting right now. And we have no space to add any more, but it's so beautiful to see how they start growing here in the nursery. And we cover all this area. It's completely full of trees. In there we have a great wood chipper that is the green one. It's perfect for mulching, and you could see that the trees continues right behind you, Chris. You could see there it's full of trees. In here we have a wood shop with the trees that are that fell, that are in the ground. We reuse that to make furniture, to make materials for the school. And we have a great carpenter with some machines that one of the neighbors donated for us to use and build some beautiful stuff. So we have some really exciting things going on right now. As you could see here in the front, there are here like this pile of dirt. All that in the green area, we are putting these massive boxes. They are about 6'5", and we are connecting through there the primary electricity, the fiber optics. These are the kind of boxes we have that you could see here that we are putting, and through there is where they put the pipes, and then men get inside those huge boxes and they connect all the electricity underground and fiber optic throughout the whole village. So you will not see any poles. That's gonna allow like that monkeys don't get electrocuted, and you could see the beautiful green without those horrible lines going all around the property. It is a lot of work, but it's worth it. So what you see here is part of the earth movement that they are doing. Through there will be the road access to the property. As you could see here, we begin the construction of the bridge, and we have people on both sides. In here you could see that they have those giant metal plates. In between there will be something that is a neoprene, and from here to the other side, it's about 45, 48 meters long. It will be a huge metal beam that will hold all the trucks that will come into the project. And then we are going to do a surface on top and finish the bridge. We should be done with this in about 2 months. So I can't wait to show you the finished bridge. It will be beautiful, very solid. And we have a team that's been working really hard on getting that done. So here you can see all these existing things that are there for electricity. The poles and the cables will disappear completely, and you can see there how they have these giant bolts, and they are going to put it in their place. The rain is very heavy today, and we got a little wet, but it's part of the adventure of the rainy season. Usually here during the mornings, we have sunny mornings that would allow us to work for a few hours, and now it's almost 3 p.m. and it's just started raining. Usually in the afternoons, it starts getting a little cloudy, and in the late afternoon, nights, it's normal to have some rain. And that has been a challenge with some of the works because we had more rain than usual this year. We had so much rain lately, and we are praying. We need your energy to send it and help us. Your energy to make it that doesn't rain so much. Each of these boxes that are about to put in, they weigh between 5 to 7 tons. We will have those all over the project. There is a company that right now they are producing all these boxes for primary, for telecommunications, for each of the lots. They are building at the moment. They are manufacturing 280 pedestals
for where they will connect all the cables, and you are gonna go to the electric company, and this pedestal is gonna be on the boundary of your lot. So you go to the local electric company that is called ICE and ask, can you install this meter in my lot? They will come, they install it, and you have electricity in your lot. Then from the pedestal, you bring the cable into your house, and voila, you have electricity. After the rain, the sun came out. A beautiful day, beautiful morning. And here we have a team right now. They're working on entering all the cables, and this tube here, it has four tubes inside. That can be up to 4 or more, because in one tube you can put more than one, but you can have at least 4 internet providers with fiber optic. And you can see how they are filling it up with sand, because here we have some big stones in the land, and those stones, when you compact them, they can crash the pipes. So there has to be a lot of sand cushion for the pipes not to crash, and protecting them. In here on both sides, there were some existing horse stables, and at the moment there are about 6 horses that are living on the other side of here. You have the opportunity to help a local guy with his entrepreneurship skills. He has horseback riding tours around the properties. Next time you come, make sure you book a tour. You can go all the way up and watch the sunset, and as well you can go into the river with the horse. It's super fun and beautiful. All these rebar here that you see are going to be the surface of the new bridge. So all that, they are going to lay it down and put a concrete layer on top, and that will be the surface that they will pour to make the new bridge. These are the tracks of the company Matelpa. It's where I think it's the biggest, one of the biggest electric companies in the country. And ¿cómo está, Juan?
¿Cómo están?
And they also work with solar energy, and some people from the company, and Jemay, one of our neighbors, he's talking to them about the possibility of building the microgrid. But I think it will be amazing to have as well. In La Ecovilla Original, in my house, I have 18 panels. And I've been producing, I have no batteries. And with this, we've been producing enough energy to not pay any electric bills for more than 12 years. So it's quite a good deal. It pays itself many times, and it's quite cheaper because the batteries many times they contaminate, and Costa Rica has one of the cleanest energy. Almost 100% of the energy comes from renewable sources. So it's great to have the possibility to offset what you consume. So during the day, you send electricity into the grid. That is when the industries are working and everything. And at night, that there are a lot of excess of energy you take. And at the end of the month, you pay a little bit, don't pay anything, or they even pay you, depending on what kind of deal you have. All these boxes that you see here are the boxes for telecommunication. In there is where the black tubes that I showed you before, they will go in and they will come out. And from there, telecommunication companies will connect to your home.
The rainy season here in Costa Rica started, and we're planting a lot of fruit trees. Actually, we just started planting in a section of the river park, of the Machuca River Park, which is going to be a linear park which we can walk and harvest fruit from. So we started planting cacaos, carambolas, carao, papatuo, and many more other fruit trees, and also some native trees, of course, to attract the wildlife. So it's going to be super amazing, and it's really exciting.
Over there is the area that Jan was talking about, that they are planting a lot of species, and all that area will be part of the Machuca River Park. That you will have a beautiful trail to walk, run, bicycle from the one end to the other end. So what you see here, this used to be an area that was naturally flooding. It was lower than the river. We used to have lots in that area, and we removed the lots and we created the Machuca River Park. Part of that this area is going to have the sport courts or anything, and we raise the level with all the material, all the earth that we had from the roads. While we built the roads around the property, we were able to raise around more than 3 meters, 9 feet, more than 9 feet of the level. So right now this area is not flooding anymore, and we will be able to put the sport courts and everything. Right now, this material are part of the cement slabs that we had from several structures that exists before in the park, and we are using them as base. We are going to esparce it, compact it, and then as well put more ground to be able to finish raising this level around here. Where the property finish, there is a beautiful spot that is called Poza Blanca, pool in the river that you can dip, you can jump. It's very deep, and it has clay next to it, and you can put this white clay all over, like gray clay over the face. But many times, a lot of people go and put clay in themselves, and then they wash in the river, and it looks white. That's why it's called Poza Blanca, white pool. And it's right there. And where the property finish, across the street, there is a hotel that is called Poza Blanca. I know some of you stay there when you come to visit. And it has 2 restaurants. You can walk there, cross the river, and you can enjoy some lunch in that beautiful spot. Right here is the area of bamboo, that there used to be some existing structures there that we already removed, and it will be the first common area we are going to begin building next month. Regarding the common areas, we are waiting for the permit of Almendro to be approved, and we are submitting all the permits of all the other common areas. And we are going to have one company that it's going to be responsible, and they will have several crews working simultaneously on all the buildings, the rancho, yoga, shala. We have another company that will do the dome, and another company that will do the pool. We are finalizing the design of the pool, choosing the finishings and what features it's going to have. We are going to get the design done, approve it, and begin as well building all the swimming pools on all the villages. Only at the moment, only in Almendro and Bamboo, we are going to be able to finish completely the pools with the tiles and everything, because once you put the finishes, you have to fill it up with water immediately. And those are the 2 villages that the electricity already exists there. So the other ones, we are going to do all the work of putting all the cement container. And as soon as we know in a few months when the electricity is already available in those areas, the company will come a few days to put the tiles, the finishes, the machines, the pumps, and so on, and have all those other areas working as well. But we are going to gain a lot of time with that work. The company that has the contract, they are planning to finish it in November November the latest in all the areas, and by the end of the year we are hoping that water and electricity will be available so everybody can get there. And as soon as we start passing the pipes of water and electricity, we are going to start working on the surface, that we are still defining what kind of surface makes the most beautiful thing with blending with nature, and that there is a coherence between all the design that we have. So we are working really hard with our design team on looking at the different materials available and what will be a nice setup for the roads. Regarding the roads, as you know, before we've done around 85% of the existing roads that were worked on, and right now there are some small, around 15% of the roads that were not completed, and we have a company that is working only on that. Depending on the weather, we are hoping that in 2 months, all the earth movements on all the property will be completed, and we are going to be working on the water, managing the water, the rainwater all around the property. You're going to be able to access every single lot by car driving. You could see this is one of the access in bamboo that didn't exist before. And right now you could see the machines there working. It's really crazy when these machines are compacting the ground. It feels like there is an earthquake. Everything starts shaking. They are very, very, very powerful. Very exciting. This is part of the new road that is built for the lots in bamboo that you couldn't access. Look how cool it is to be able to drive through here. Right now, that mountain here, it's going to be the common area of bamboo. The other day, I was coming here with 2 new team members that will join, that I will tell you more about it on the update of next month. But as I was driving, I see 2 huge machines, 2 excavators, that in a matter of hours, they make this mess in the land. This was a decision that was made by the project manager, and this is how they used to do in construction. When they said they needed additional soil. So instead of thinking how we can redesign to have the less impact, they thought, okay, we can do terraces and build here, like for the common areas, we can build terraces and do this mess on the land. This is not what we do. I stopped the work completely. There was damage made that right now we have Yam and the team on seeing how we are going to regenerate it with the designers, with the architects. We are fixing this, and mistakes could happen in the project. This person took a decision without even consulting, and their way that they are used to work. Right now we have new procedures and things to make sure that they don't happen in the future. But we are really sorry that this happened on our watch. It's our responsibility, and even they got permits for earth movements and doing that. It's not what we do as Ecovilla, as a company. We always look how we can minimize the design of the buildings and build with steels and touch really minimum or not touch the ground when we build. We have to do certain things. When you build a pool, you have to dig out the hole, well, trying to make in the minimum. We would never want to see this happen here and never again. It was done in a matter of hours. We were able to stop it on time, but now we have to work on regenerating. So I'm very excited that you could see it now, and we are going to show you what what we could do as well as how we work on regenerating. And you have this image now, and you will see how it will look in a few months. Not always things go the way we want, and yeah, things happen as well in the projects. And as I share so many good news, I want to show you that sometimes things don't go the way I would like to. The project management company that was working with us is no longer working with us because of that and some other things that were not working great. Starting next month, we have two very experienced project managers, one local. I know him for many years. His mom used to live in Ecovilla Original until she died, but he is a guy that has many years of experience in project manager. And then we will have a project manager that is very experienced and is a family member of Canel that we trust very much. He's a civil engineer with a lot of years as general contractor in Europe and project manager with a master in sustainability. Have a lot of experience in passive energy, how you have geo climate to regulate the houses, the buildings, and a lot of experience with construction. And they will be directing the construction teams as we prepare for the volume of work that is coming in the next few months. Part of the updates that we have is a new team member that I would like him to introduce himself. I'm very, very happy that he's joining the team and bringing all his knowledge, experience, and excitement, as he's already part of the project. Is him and his wife Eche and his son Neo are the first residents in their lot, because Yam is also future resident, but he's not living in his lot yet. He's living inside Ecovilla San Mateo, but in another existing house. But Zach and Eche were very fortunate that they bought a lot with an existing casita, and they are already living there and enjoying the land. They had such a beautiful view. The other night they invited me for dinner, and the sunsets are incredible. The breeze, the view, it's very nice. So, Zach, go ahead and introduce yourself. Thank you.
Hey, great to meet you. If we haven't already met, if we have, nice to see you again. My name's Zach, and I'm going to share a little bit about with you the new position that I'm starting here with the Ecovilla company. Before I do that, just again, if we haven't met, I live here on site. We're the first family to move to Ecovilla. I'm speaking to you here from the town center, but we live up in Almendro, right up there. We were fortunate that our land has a little existing casita on it. And so we were eager to get here as soon as possible. So we moved in there while we figure out our construction plans. But really great to be here on the ground. And yeah, part of what I'm going to be doing is sharing more with you all, with the neighbor network, things that are happening here sort of day to day. So yeah, a little bit about the role and what I'm going to be doing. Really, it's how are we going to cultivate our neighbor network and turn a lot of people from all over the world that have bought lots and have, you know, dreams and ambitions here. How do we turn that group into a coherent network? How do we really forge our community from all of these disparate places? And so I happen to have a background in catalyzing, designing, launching networks for impact. And so I'm really keen to use that experience and bring it here to see how can we find places of connection, of collaboration, really build a foundation of trust around our whole group, and then see what kind of things, what kind of coordination and collaboration can sprout out of that. So what this role will look like is a lot of connection, a lot of communication and touch points, serving as more of a bridge from the company to the neighbors to understand what are your needs and questions and how we can make sure those are getting answered fluidly, and also just share more about the project. Connecting and weaving you with different people in the community, so understanding what your needs and interests are and connecting other folks that have that. and then also helping to support and enable if there's specific initiatives or things that you want to do. How can we support those and find the other people who might be interested to collaborate on that as well. And then the other major piece of this role is thinking about what I think of broadly as our community governance. And inside that includes things like, what are the bylaws in the HOA, the homeowners association? These are things that are required by law that we need to have. And so, how can we make those the best they can be? And also thinking about, in parallel or in support, what are other decision-making processes that we want to use? What about conflict resolution? And how are we going to have processes set up for the inevitable tensions that will arise? And also accountability and enforcement. So when agreements and rules aren't followed, how do we make sure that that they're held to and that boundaries are strong? So I'm going to be leading that process, but certainly not, black box from on high. There'll be lots of points for input, for collaboration from everybody. And yeah, I'm really excited to kick this off, to connect with all of you, and to start really building this project of all of our collective dreams.
So we are really expanding the team, the operation. We have a new CFO that joined the team. We have a new marketing director that will be joining the team, and a new COO that I would love to present in the next updates, that you can meet them in person and they can share more about themselves. Things are evolving, and we have first the master plan, the idea, and right now it's all the implementation. And for the size of this project, we need a good, solid team that can be there to support you and support the realization of the projects. Things are moving really well. We are entering either this week or next week, we are entering IMBU. That is the last step on the permit process. Once IMBU is approved, that we hope it will be in around 2-3 months, we will enter the public register with each lot, with the planos, and that we can start granting each of you your titles, and that you can start building. The electricity, water should be in your lot by then, and you can begin construction while we finish all the things that we need to finish, and that we can all move into the land and start building community. Me as a parent, I have 2 kids and one on the way. In 2 months, in August, we are expecting another boy with Julian. We are very happy and excited. Education is part of the heart of this community, and I cannot be more happy having such an incredible team. Canel came, she was coming for 3 weeks and ended up staying almost 6 months, working in the school with Simon. That is a person that I love and admire very much. And they're doing some incredible work, bringing the best. I would love Simon to tell you more about the school, and that you can see as well some parts of the presentations that the kids made on their shine and share of the projects that they are working on, how much time and effort and how they love to bring these things. So it's incredible what's happening in that school. It's so amazing to have such a loving environment, and that kids love learning and exploring and being able to share what they learn with the rest of the community. And we are back in the office. I love when we come here, like looking at the garden, and it's always full of butterflies and hummingbirds, and it's hard to concentrate while you are working with such a beauty outside. Thank you for your patience, thank you for your trust, and pura vida.